Hey, how's it going guys, Chris here, and I'll be telling you about the M82 416 sniper rifle in Battlefield Hardline. So it's another weapon that came along in the patch alongside the robbery DLC, though anyone can still use the gun even if you don't own the expansion. Though it might take you a while before you can use it if the old Hardline in-game funds are running a bit low, as it's going to cost you a whopping $100,000 to buy in order to use it. The M82 has been around in other Battlefield games, though this time around it's a bit different in the way it traditionally performs. Unlike the past versions of the bolt-action M82, the Hardline sniper fires 416 Barrett cartridges instead of the heavier 50 caliber rounds, so it's no longer a bolt-action sniper and it's now more a semi-auto. Just like the other snipers, the M82 is no different and you'll be able to use it on one of your professional classes. Though there's no restrictions for which team it's available for, so both cops and crooks can equip the M82 on their loadouts. So moving on to all the positive things I can say about the gun. The first thing is its damage rate. Now looking at the M82's damage over distance, the graph shows us that the sniper is capable of dealing 90 damage up to 70 meters, which declines to 130 meters where the minimum damage of 55 is dealt. Now for a bolt action sniper, this is pretty low, but the M82 isn't a bolt action sniper, is it? As for damage that's dished out by a semi-auto rifle, this is high. Really high. Normal semi-auto snipers take about 3 bullets to kill, but the M82 basically lets you kill an enemy with full health with just 2 bullets at pretty much any range. Not to mention that hitting an already damaged target will most likely kill them in one shot at closer ranges. Another good thing that the M82 has is a high muzzle velocity. Muzzle velocity is basically the speed at which your bullet is flying through the air. The higher the muzzle velocity, the quicker your bullet will reach its target. Snipers with lower bullet velocities tend to be harder to use, as you have to allow longer travel times for your bullets to reach their targets. But the M82 has no problem here, as it fires at a really fast speed of 800 meters per second, the quickest of all the snipers. So you shouldn't have any problem making your rounds connect with the other player. Wherever you aim is pretty much where the bullet will be as soon as you pull that trigger. So the M82 416 might sound like the god of all snipers, but it's not all sunshine and daisies. There are some flaws of the weapon that makes it more balanced out. To start, the gun has a really high amount of recoil. It has no lateral movement but a jump of 2.5 per shot, plus a 1.5 times multiplier added on there too for its first shot recoil. That's a hell of a lot of bounce. Let's put it this way, the second highest vertical recoil for a sniper is 0.7, and that's the AWM. The M82 has over 3 times the amount of that, so the weapon might deal some supermassive damage, but it's also got an insane amount of vertical kick, making those shots all the more difficult to land, especially follow-up shots. You might not have a problem with your first bullet, but the ones after this might cause you some problems. Another thing that the M82 doesn't do really well is its ammo capacity. Each magazine can only hold 6 bullets, the same as the bolt-action snipers, so missing too many of your shots is going to force you to reload. And boy is the reload time long on this one. Clocking in at 5.2 seconds with an empty clip and 3.8 seconds with bullets still available, having to reload midway through a sniper battle could get you killed quite easily, or allow your wounded target some time to run away behind shelter and get their health back. Now this is the part where I'd normally talk about some good attachments that you could use, but sadly the M82 only has optics and accessories, so they're really all down to your own personal preferences. I guess if it was me, I'd probably go for a medium range sight. Maybe even an ACOG if I wanted to go for closer range targets, but honestly, I'll leave it for you to decide on this one. So in conclusion, the M82 416 has transformed into a semi-auto rifle, rather than a traditional bolt action. But it doesn't mean it's weak, it's the total opposite. Packing some serious damage, the M82 can destroy if you can get your shots to land, but that's where the M82's weaknesses lie, in the recoil department. It'll kick like mad, but it should only take 2 shots to kill. You shouldn't have to worry about tracing your targets too much, as it's got one of the highest muzzle velocities in the whole game. So you shouldn't have much, if any, bullet travel time to get in your way. The gun might perform like a semi-auto rifle, but it's still got some of its bolt action traits, like its ammo capacity and longer reload times. Treat the weapon similar to a bolt action, lining your shots up rather than spamming the trigger. This should not only conserve your ammo in those little mags, but you're also more likely to hit your target. Remember, patience is a virtue. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you in this one. Give that like button a slap if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe to see plenty more on Hardline and everything else. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.